What up, friends? Sean here with Sean and Don Ventures. First off, is this the ultimate Sprinter modifications? The answer is no. It's the ultimate Sprinter modifications for me, for how I like to use my van. It might not be the ultimate Sprinter modifications for you. So we're going to walk through all my mods today, hear my why, and if they fit your why a little bit, maybe you want to consider them. But I kind of look at Sprinter mods as being like a Swiss Army knife. They need to work for your lifestyle. They need to be the tools that you want to have readily available for you when you need them. So let's get after it. So let's start up here in the front. Here I have a replacement bumper. I have the Hammerhead bumper here. I got this from Owl Vans, and I'm going to keep a link for everything that I have, all my mods, where I've gotten them from, down below in this video. That said, I strongly support you supporting local uplifters. So if you live in an area that has a local uplifter that can do the same work, consider buying the product from them. They'll really appreciate it. So the Hammerhead bumper here, within the bumper I have the Warren winch, the 12,000 pound winch with remote control, which I've had to use already, with the Ultra Hook 55. Had to use this too already in our travels. With this we have the Baja Pro 9 lights here, so you can see them here and up top there, and I went with a mix of amber and white, and the amber is just freaking amazing in the Pacific Northwest to actually see through fog, rain, and dust. So I use these more than I use the actual white spots, believe it or not. Internal here, I have the big horn upgrade that I had added as well. So the horn on the stock Revel is a little weak. So we had the big horn upgrade added. In addition, inside we have the ARB twin compressor inside, and then we have the six shooter wireless controller. And the way the 6-shooter works is that I could toggle these two lights on internally, but I use my 6-shooter to toggle in between the upper lights as we go there. Here on my ditch light, these are the Pathfinder lights that I have also tied into my main system in there. In addition, I went with the Terra Wagen hood spoiler here and the VSS chassis hood solar panels. And a lot of people ask me why I went with these. Originally, I was going to actually put some paint protect on here, silver van, to kind of keep the glare off. I saw this product and I thought, you know, that makes a lot of sense. It's going to kind of serve two purposes for me. Keep the chassis battery topped off, and kind of reduce that glare that I was looking for, and basically at the same price it would have cost for me to modify the hood. So that's kind of why I went with this. Coming around to the side here, I have the Raptor liner from Owl Vans that paint protects here as we go, and so they did this along with the Terra Wagen fender flares on the front and back there, and the big wire kit we also did. All right, if you hear some piano music playing in the background, it's not your imagination. My mom lives in that house. I take care of my mom, and she's in there playing the piano. So just enjoy. So as we continue on here, suspension, went with the Van Compass 6.3 suspension there. That's the one you can dial in, and it gives a little bit of a lift. Went with the Owl tire spacers, which is a game changer. It gets me a little, I mean, these are just like the highest quality spacers you can get for a Sprinter van right now. I highly recommend those from Owl. Right now I'm currently running 245 tires, the stock, well, the upgraded stock when you buy the Winnebago Revel. I'm going to keep those on for a bit. I did get the big tire kit added, but once those start to wear a little bit more, I'll swap them out to 275s, so almost 33s there as I go. A lot of people want to know about these, my action tracks here. Had to use these several times already here. So this action tracks, post a link down below. These are American made, highly recommend these. But behind it, I took and modified the Revel Garage side mount. So I have two Revel Garage products on here, different molly panels, modified it so that I could actually add these tracks so that they're more convenient as getting them on and off. Anyone knows that you have your tracks up there, it's a pain in the butt to get up and down each time, especially if you're stuck in a situation. Here, the Tanner Racks side ladder. Also, my Tanner roof rack I have up there. These company out of Bellingham, highly recommend them. They have really quality products out there, and yeah, it's been great. Let's see here. Well, I guess we'll circle around to the back here. So, all right, we have our backwoods rear bumper back here. Really solid bumper. It's a nice step to get in and out of the van too. I have the OWL side ladder plus spare tire mount, and I actually have their BB2 bike mount. I originally had the bike carrier option, and I actually still have the bike carrier that would normally go here, but I decided with my e-bikes it was just a little too much to actually take up and down, so I decided to take that off. Here I have the OWL's medium and large expedition box. These are just great boxes to keep anything that we need ready for us. I got a simple all tops trasharoo bag here. Got two different Fisker axes here. One's a hatchet, obviously. So I had the Fisker, I'm sorry, the 28, I think that's a 28 inch, and that's the regular hatchet there. With the Smitty built carrier here, which is really great. The DeMoss shovel, their Delta shovel with their mount, been running that. I've had to use this a couple times already. And then back here I have the Revel Garage molly mount there. To that, I've added the Expedition Outfitters 10-pound propane tank mount. You can also run a 5-pound tank on that too. So those all combo really nice for this whole setup. Here, over here is a chainsaw mount. So I live in the Pacific Northwest, and it's not uncommon to have to cut dead trees that have fallen across the trail. And my chainsaw is stored up above, but I took this chainsaw mount that was originally meant to be like a flush mount or mount around a bar, and modified it out to give a little bit of offset. So I bought some aluminum blocks from Amazon, painted them, moved them out, and it works really great. The chainsaw sits right in there. Let's see, did I hit everything? Oh, back here, simple light. This is a solar light. It's just magnetically kept on there. So I have two magnets that I just super glued on, and that thing comes on at night. The one thing that you have to remember is to take it off when you're driving down the road at night, because it will kick on to the cars in the back. I learned that the hard way. Did I get everything back here? And you kind of see the Tanner roof rack back there. We'll talk about the stuff up top here in a second, but we're going to work our way around that way. One of my favorite little mods I didn't even know I was going to need was this van doorstep here. And for any of those that have a Sprinter van, you realize that the van typically door opens all the way up here. And you don't always want it open there. And sometimes, I mean, the doors are heavy to swing it. It's a lot of effort there. So this little aluminum stop allows it to sit right in the track, and you control where you want to stop it. People have mentioned that you can make these like with 2 quarters, you can put it down. I decided to support the guy that actually invented this. It was like, I think it's like $50 on Amazon. I'll post that link below. Goes on super quickly. You can actually set it any distance that you want, so the door can be open a little bit wider for you if you'd like. Let me get that closed. Let's see, underneath I'm running all skid plates from Van Compass, so diff, engine, front, The only one I don't have is the gas tank one, and that's because I went with the extended range gas tank on here. So I am running the ARB 40-gallon gas tank, which has been a game changer as well. Game changer in the pocketbook too, because we're spending a lot more money on gas, but it is what it is. You might notice I have not done the owl relocate of the exhaust. It's still on my list to do. I haven't done it yet. Sometime soon, maybe when I go to 275s on the tires, I might do that. I'm also running the Renn pedal booster inside and the engine tuner. Those are really, they really help dial in the motor of and the motor and the overall, I guess, the smoothness of your acceleration as you go there is the best way I can explain that. So let's see, but I think we hit everything on this side. There's a lot going on here, right? You can see there's a lot going on. I actually have some notes I don't want to miss. We're going to head up onto the roof here, and we'll talk about what we have up there. All right, let's talk about the roof up here. I love this roof rack from Tanner Roof Racks. So I had them modify the solar and move it up as we do this. It allows for me to have everything that I want up here, but also have 2 chairs up here. So when we pop into camp, if it's nice enough weather, I can have 2 chairs sitting up here as well as everything else that I want to keep secured up here. Down here I have a Wii Boost that I use. That's a cell phone, a cellular extender basically, and then an aluminum box here I found on Amazon. It's all weather sealed. Gear I need to get to not as frequently as up here, so my chainsaw is in here, some other things, as that chainsaw heads down to the mount whenever I'm using it. And I also have Starlink up here. Starlink is a game changer in this community. So I have my fixed mount, and then I have my movable mount over here, and all the stuff is laid out just really well so that it allows me to use this just how I like to use it. So let's take a recap here. So there you have it, guys. Is this the ultimate Sprinter van conversion? No. Is it my ultimate Sprinter van conversion? Yes. Once again, modifications have to mean something for you. Every modification I have on here serves me well. Doesn't mean it's going to serve you well. But I challenge you to get out there, customize your van for your lifestyle. Hopefully we see you on the trails. And if you like this type of stuff, we're usually doing more adventure style cinematography type videos out there. I'll do an occasional review here and there. Consider liking, subscribing to the channel, and please leave a comment below. Thanks, guys.